Hey, what's up everybody? It's your mortgage expert, Brian McCauley here. So you're buying a house in Dallas, Texas, and you got some variable income. You're not sure if you qualify or not sure how to put together your mortgage financials. Stick around. In this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know. So listen, the DFW housing market is still holding strong in this crazy economic time, but we are excited to be able to help a lot of family members and people potentially buy houses out there. You know, one of the challenges we run into all the time is where people are excited about buying a house, but their income structures are different. There are all kinds of different income on my end that people see, and obviously what they make and what we can use and everything in between is different. And so the biggest thing that we're seeing right now that's becoming a challenge, especially with back end of regulation of home loans getting a little tighter, is variable income. So let me explain to you what variable income is. There's a lot of different ones, but I'm going to give you the main ones that people have and the categories they fall into, and then we're going to talk about how to use it and how to structure it, okay? First and foremost, variable income are things like overtime. If you get commission at your job, if you get a bonus, if you get a car allowance, things like that, okay? This is really applicable to the W-2 earner at this point, not the self-employed, not the 1099, not the contractor. I've got a true self-employed video around that, but this is more people that are W-2 people that are hourly salary, but they have extra, AKA variable income. So why is it variable? Or it's variable because it's not fixed. It goes up and down. So just like anyone that's worked overtime, anybody that's got a bonus, anybody that's got commission, these things fluctuate. And why they are allowed, there are rules around them. So I want to talk about those for a minute, and I want to talk about the mainstream ones: overtime, bonus, commission. So the rules around these are because they fluctuate and they're not steady. Most home loan products want to get a 24-month average of those earnings, and then they want to take an average of the earnings. So they want to see the last 24 months. Maybe you made $1,000 one month, maybe you made $500 this month, maybe the month before that $750. So because it's doing this, what happens is in this scenario, we want to take the 24 months of those earnings, add them all up, divided by 24 months, and we'll say, hey, this is your average. You made 1,000 here, you made 100 here, so your average is right around 600 bucks. We're gonna give you 600 bucks for that additional variable income on top of your base pay, and that's gonna be used to qualify you on the pay. Now, this is the same rules with commission, it's the same rules with bonus. Now, where it gets a little tricky is a lot of people just stop there. Your traditional mortgage advisor would say, hey, it's a 24-month average. Well, it's not. There are two big caveats to that. One, you can actually do 12-month averages. Now, they're not always allowed on every home loan program, but they are allowed on certain loan programs, specifically with us, if you know how to structure it, and there are some continuation agreements from the employer. But 12 months is allowed. So if somebody's been on the job 17 months and they're doing great, but they don't have 24 months, some home loan products will not let you use that extra income, and that extra income is needed on a lot of these home loans to work. The 12-month program is something we have, so you can do 12 months as long as you've got a minimum of 12 months and your employer states that, hey, that additional income can continue, and so we'll use the 12-month average versus the 24-month average. There are caveats and pros and cons of those home loan products, but they are available, so if you fall in that category of 12 months or 24 months and you're like in between, you don't know what to do, obviously call me and I'll tell you how to structure that. The other part is declining income. So, you know, the caveat rule is, hey, you just take 12 months or 24 months, whatever guideline we're using to make it happen, and let's just add it all up. Well, the flip side of that coin is what a lot of people don't tell you, which is it's not just the average, it's we want to look at the trend. So let's say somebody, you know, 12 months ago made $1 and then 90 cents and then 80 cents and then 70 cents and then 60 cents and 50 cents. The problem is the guideline reads a 12 or 24 month average, but there is an additional guideline that talks about declines. So they don't just let you take 12 months or 24 months, add it all up, divided by 24 or 12 and use that as extra income. They want to look at the trend. So they want to make sure that you're not heading in the wrong direction, right? They really love when you're going up. So if you go from $1 to $2 to $3 to $4, they'll add all that up and divide that up. But what they don't want you doing is going $4, $3, $2, $1. It gives the impression of a declining trend. It makes the underwriter, who's the financial judge, think, this person's commissions are going down, their overtime's going down. If they're trending this way, I can't give them an average of the good and the bad in the middle because they're doing this. So I'm gonna have to use the lower portion of it, but in conjunction with that, they're gonna want a letter of explanation. Hey, Mr. or Mrs. Borrower, I see you've been making commission, overtime, and bonus, and you got 12 to 24 months, but it looks like it's a little clunky here and things are going in the wrong direction lately. Your trend is messed up. Tell me why. The big component about the why is sometimes it's just not that time in the year. People might get quarterly bonuses. They might get a seasonal bonus at the end of the year. They might get a Christmas bonus. And so depending upon where we get the loan in the year, some of their bonuses come at the end of the year. Some come once a year. Some are split up here and there. So the numbers don't always tell the story. When the story tells itself and it's doing really well on the upswing, it's easy. When the story is not there and numbers are down and there is a additional rule behind it, hey, why is this trending? It's month 17, it looks like it's down. We can go, oh no, actually you get paid most of your money on month 19, 20, and 21. So because that was the case last year and we're just not there yet for this year, we understand now. So you gotta do some digging, and that's where I come into play to set good expectations, help you connect those dots, and help tell the story where the story is not told on paper. And all this applies really to bonus, commission, overtime. Last piece on the bonus, there are differences on bonuses. Some people get sign-on bonuses, some get quarterly, some get Christmas bonuses, some get annual, some get production-based. So outside of the numbers of the bonus, it is what type of bonus and how is it paid, and is continual. Let's imagine for a minute somebody went to work at, we'll use Nike for example. They went to work at Nike as a XYZ person there, we'll just call it a sales rep or an executive, and Nike gave them a one-time sign-on bonus of, we'll just call it $10,000. Now that bonus is gonna show up in their income. It's gonna show up on their pay stub as bonus. It's gonna show up in their verification of employment bonus. But remember, I talked about 12 to 24 months, and all of these variable income pieces have to be continual. How do we know if it's continual? We reach out to your employer, we send them a form, and there's a box that the employer has to declare, is overtime or bonus or commission likely to continue in the future? They have to check yes, because we have to know that's gonna continue for better or for worse, and so that's a component outside of the division and the math about the making sure it's potentially going to be there in the future. They don't have to declare the amount, they just have to say it's going to continue, it's not a one-time thing. So if you got a sign-on bonus and it's not gonna happen again in the future, then obviously lenders won't be able to use it because it's a one-time thing. So I know some of this stuff is complicated. It's where I come into play. I've been doing this almost 20 years. We help 400 families a year. I know pretty much every loan guideline with the back of my hand, and my job is to understand it really well, articulate it to you, help coach you through everything so you fully understand so there's no big surprises. And there's a lot of variable, overtime, bonus, commission, car allowance, cell phone income associated with human beings and borrowers. And so when you have that, just understand, as I poke and prod and ask you all these questions, it is not because I'm bad cop, it's because I'm good cop. I'm trying to protect you, make sure none of these crazy things come up after you're under contract, and make sure we maximize your income, maximize your buying power, give you a great experience, eliminate all the risk, and get you to the finish line smooth and on time. So listen, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, maybe even share it with somebody that you know that could benefit from this information. And if you want to have a conversation with me or set up a consultation, we're always here for you. Do me a favor, call us, email us, text. We want to put you in a great position. Until next time, stay tuned.